Hi, my name is Todd. I'm the founder of barexamdoctor.com. That's spelled BAREXAMDOCTOR.com. Um, we're going to do another weekly video here. I've got Dr. Stan here, who I'm going to introduce in a second, and we're going to go over a few things. We do basically allow students to take essays and PTs completely online on our website. The cool thing is we try to get all of the exams graded and sent back within 48 hours. A lot of other bar reviews take longer. And on top of that, we've been doing this for so long that we probably have memorized almost all these answers. And when these graders are seeing your answer, they probably already know the issues at hand and things that they can do to improve your answers very quickly. We've been doing this for over 10 years now. And when you sign up with us, you get a bunch of stuff. I continue to add things to the bar exam doctor packages. On our most popular package, the PT essay package, you can get the ability to write unlimited essays and PTs in our on our website. The only thing that we do is we just say that you have to wait for the last bar exam question you submitted to be returned and graded before you submit the next one. That forces you to read the feedback, learn from the experience, and do another one. Most of our students sign up now or signing up soon, so they have more than enough time to write a ton of exams. I'd say most of our students have written, by the time they're to the bar exam, 15 to 20 essays and about 5 or 6 or 7 PTs. PTs are definitely an area you can practice on. So don't think that you are in a clerk and you don't need to practice. PTs are definitely something you need to practice on and doing through different types, like the memo type, maybe a pleading type, and look at different issues on those types, like who are you writing for? Is it persuasive or not? So all those things are important. One thing I want to also point out too is we have helped tons of people pass the bar exam. One thing I want to point out too is that I was just in a Zoom the other day, and one of the students that was recommended to us said the person who referred there to had looked at their writing capabilities by the time right before the bar exam and were amazed how much better they were writing, and they ended up passing the bar exam. So I'm happy to, you want to talk to someone who's used this, no problem. I'll put you in touch with anyone you want to talk to. I just have to get their permission, but most of our students would be more than happy to talk to someone who's considering our bar review to see that we are what we say. Our bar exam graders include people who actually have graded the bar exam itself. So one of our graders, she remains completely anonymous, but she's been with us for many years and she's graded the actual bar exam. And you know that these are a very unique group of people. They live up north and there's always requirements, and they've seen thousands and thousands of exams. We have other graders like Dr. Stan, who you're going to meet in a second, who is licensed in other states, and a visiting assistant professor who teaches law and MBA courses at a few universities. Our staff is a group of seasonal legal professionals. We're not just people who just passed the bar exam yesterday and just decide, hey, we're going to grade exams and help people pass. So on that note, I'm going to introduce you now to Dr. Stan. Go ahead, Dr. Stan.
Okay, great. Thanks, Todd. Yeah, and another thing that the feedback that we get at barexamdoctor.com, for example, is how good our software is. As Todd mentioned, we were online doing this long before doing the bar exam online became a thing as a result of the coronavirus. So in a way, we were kind of way ahead of the curve. Again, I'm Dr. Stan, and I want to just go over a couple of real quick housekeeping things. If you're viewing this video after May 7th, and you already know that the February bar exam results were released on May 7th. If you, in fact, took that bar exam and were unsuccessful, you know that application is now open and you can register to take the next exam. The filing deadline for that is June 1st, 2021. As to the July 2021 exam, I'm sure you know, the exam is going to be July 27th and 28th, and the deadline to apply for that was, past tense, April 1st. So anyway, the California bar exam, if you've gone to the CalBar website, and hopefully you have and you will continue to do so, the bar exam website tells you that there's a performance test and 5 essay tests. The website lists like 12 subjects that are tested on the bar exam, and I always caution people, just they're listed in a column form. They're not numbered, but don't be misled into thinking that the first one is the one that's tested the most important, or the second one is next important, whatever. That is not the way to approach it. It's random. It could be any one of those subjects. For example, in previous videos, I spoke about business association, civil procedure, community property. Today, I just have a few quick comments on constitutional law. And all I'm asking you to do is to think about what I'm saying. And when you go back and hit the books and look at your outlines of law, make sure that you're thinking about these things. And of course, there's much more detail that we will provide if you choose to sign up with barexamdoctor.com. So when we talk about con law, of course, the first thing we think about is standing, right? The second thing is we want to be concerned with is the Dormant Commerce Clause and the interstate commerce concept in general. There are a lot of nuances in the way those applications are uniformly done in the courts and in bar exam questions. So, you want to be aware of that. The Due Process Clause, of course, and the Equal Protection Clause, I have seen repeatedly whenever there's a con law question, some or all of those are included in the way the bar exam questions are structured. Strict scrutiny, whether you have strict, intermediate, or rational basis, free speech, of course, when you're looking at time, place, manner restrictions, general free speech principles. For example, there are cases where people were protesting something, but they were in the lobby of a private building, but it was open to the public. Well, how does that affect somebody's free speech? The Establishment Clause, the Free Exercise Clause. The Establishment Clause, of course, deals with strict scrutiny. You've got issues like secular legislative purpose, and primary effect, and either something that neither advances nor inhibits religion. There's questions, for example, on chaplains of a non-recognized religion, and do they have the right to be able to go into a government prison and be able to establish themselves just like one of the more popularly known religions. So a lot of that is nuanced, and again, I urge you to be aware of that. Be aware, lastly, of the Free Exercise Clause. What can a state regulate or prohibit? What kind of conduct? Or what kind of activity? And is it neutral, or is it generally applied? And what does that mean? So again, things to think about as you prepare for the exam. I suggest when you do sign up with barexamdoctor.com, you pay close attention to how graders like myself grade these various questions, because the graded answers will be available to you, and you can look at how people like me have graded various applicants' exams. And of course, always make sure you look at the model answer and take a look at how the bar exam graders think the answer should have looked. That's it for now, and I'm going to turn it over to Todd for a wrap-up. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Dr. Stan. Yeah, so on that note, I think that concludes our weekly video. Again, I just want to point out that we have helped tons of people pass the bar exam. So we're not just one of those bar reviews that take in one student and say we help all these people pass and we don't, and all that other nonsense. So if you're interested and you want to talk to us, call me anytime, or check us out on our website, barexamdoctor.com. And that's it for now. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.